Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh God.
Turned around and she said, "Me and Will been broken up for mad years since 2016. Chris Rock asked me out on a date. I'm unclear as to when he asked. Was it pre-2016 or post-2016? And then she said when Will went up to slap Chris Rock and said, don't say things about my wife.
Right.
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth." Right? She was confused as far as him using the word wife because it's been mad years since we've been husband and wife. We just been living our separate lives and we meet up for the cameras to show everybody that we still got that Jada and Will love.
No.
What do you have to say about a woman like that?
She's freaking horrible for that. If my husband, fake husband or not, went up and slapped a nigga at the Oscars, yo, he's a ride or die. I would come out with all type of shit about that bitch. I'm sorry. Like, I would be like, yo, her fucking, she got shit stained draws. She snored like that. Like everyone was like Team Will because they thought that he was defending his wife and all this stuff. Everyone felt so bad for Jada having alopecia, and now she dogging this nigga out. Like, you know how many women wish they had a man that would defend them like what he did? Like, that's crazy. That it looks so bad. Like, I don't see what the point of like dogging Will out so much.
She's trying to sell a book.
Oh God.
She got a book, a tell-all.
Desperado.
Yeah.
Like anything just to make sales. If anything, that makes me not want to buy her book. Because like what I feel bad for Will at this point. Like,
I left out the part that she and Tupac were friends, but Tupac said that he wanted to marry her while he was in prison,
right.
But whatever, they didn't have that kind of chemistry. I think she didn't have that chemistry with Pac, and Pac was like, I'm trying to smash by any means necessary. Look, I understand the Jada hate because, yeah, she's telling her story, but it's affecting her husband or whatever he is to her.
We don't know these days. He
went out and slapped Chris Rock over this, probably because Chris Rock asked Jada out.
Could have been about that.
And I'm sure it's a multiple things all wrapped into one where he was like, this is my chance, and I've mentioned this on the podcast before. Even if a guy and a woman break up, he don't want to see her with nobody else, especially
Never.
somebody that he knows.
Yeah.
I think Chris Rock did an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, so it's like they may not be friends, but I know you.
Each other.
I know you,
right.
So you gonna ask my wife out on a date, even though we're not together?
It's
like,
respectful.
you know what I mean? Especially when Will is out there doing what he's doing,
right.
Like he's probably doing it with all the strangers in West Hollywood or something.
You don't even know.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, he's like, I ain't trying to do that. So I understand.
It's just so messy, and I mind the business that pays me. I don't give a damn what you doing in your marriage, who you sleeping with. I literally don't care. And you just airing out this business, like, who gives a fuck?
Well, look, she's an independent woman now. She has to find ways to make money somehow.
Well,
Hawthorne
she's
hasn't been
talented.
on the air in years.
What hasn't been on?
Hawthorne, exactly.
Oh.
The TV show, exactly. The TV show that she was the star of.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Okay.
She hasn't been working that way. SAG is still striking.
That's right. But don't they have a production company?
SAG is still striking.
Well, she can do. Well, she can't. But I mean, she could hire some non-union actors to make something.
Sure.
Yeah.
To make her a couple $100, I'm sure.
That's it.
But the star here is Will.
Yeah.
Jada is. No, it's the truth.
Yeah. Jada has so much. You're right. Will has been the star, and she's super talented, but yeah, she's taking a backseat to him, and maybe there's some animosity because of that. So here's the thing: sometimes you could be with somebody and they're jealous of you. Huge problem.
I've seen that. You remember, Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
He was married to an actress, Anna Faris.
Oh yeah.
And the story goes that they were married, and at the time, Chris Pratt was this like chunky dude who was on Community, that TV show Community, and
NBC.
she was the big star.
Yeah.
She had done the Playboy movie, the Bunny movie. Mm-hmm. She was the big star. She was on Mom, but then he got his big shot to be in the Marvel movie, lost all the weight. Now he's got abs. Now you can see his jawline. Yeah. And she was like, I can't handle this. I thought I married this doofy actor who... and now occasionally
he's
works.
Taking my star, lad.
Exactly.
That's
now he's
weird
the guy.
Energy. Why are you married to someone you like low key jealous of? Like, if anything, you're married to someone, even someone I'm in a relationship with. I'm not gonna like undermine them and like wish that they were doing worse than me.
You think that now, but when
I'm not jealous in that way.
Let's say you right now, you're a rising comedian. Mm-hmm. You link up with a guy that is coming to you for advice. Okay. He's coming to you saying like, "Yo, how do I get?"
With nobody looking for it.
No. Like, let's say he's got a good job somewhere else. Okay. Like he's fine somewhere else, but he's like, "I really want to be on your comedy level. Like, I want to be performing. I want to do all this stuff." Mm-hmm. So he's coming to you for advice. He may have money and whatnot, but in this field, you're the one. Yeah. You're the special person. But then all of a sudden, he takes all your advice and he laps you up. He starts doing bigger shows than you, getting paid 3 times more than you. Everyone is like, he's way funnier than you. And you're like, I gave him all the advice. I put him on. Yeah. Y'all should acknowledge me. And everyone is like, yeah, you cool, but that's the guy. Don't you think you're going to feel a certain kind of way?
It would be hard for me to get with a guy that's actually funnier than me.
Come on now. Come on.
There's lots of men. My favorite comedians are men.
Yeah.
I love Chris Rock. I love Dave Chappelle. I love Eddie Murphy. Like, so I would have to date a guy who has a sense of humor, but I honestly don't see myself dating someone that does the same thing as me. Like, we can't have 2 clowns in the room. Like, someone needs to be the serious one. So
I've dated a serious person before.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah.
And it's not that fun.
Yeah, I feel
you don't need somebody who's clowny like you.
Yeah.
But somebody who can be like
a good sense of humor.
60% of what you're at, like 70%. That's cool. Because now when you got 2 clowns, like everybody gets ridiculous. Annoying. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. But yeah, you don't want like a straight man and a funny dude.
I don't know if I necessarily want to date someone like industry wise. Like I think I want to, I don't know, like they can be industry but not like entertainment, like maybe behind the camera or something, like not like, because I don't feel like I would be jealous though. You know why? Because I'm like, the more money they get, the better for me anyway. Now we're gonna go on trips and do all this like extravagant stuff. I'm so happy that you're doing so well. I love that. I want you to do well. Any of my friends, I want them to succeed. Please, like that's what I love. I don't have that kind of jealous like oh, they're doing better. Everyone's on their own path. So like, if you're doing good in your area, good. Like we're not, even if whatever job or something that you got over me, I wasn't supposed to have it. Like that wasn't the path.
That's that.
I'm not gonna look at my husband. Oh, they got more money than you. Should have more money than me. You're my husband.
All right, let's be honest. Are you taking down August Alsina after breaking up with your husband for a couple years?
No. She should upgrade.
To who? Leo?
Somebody better. Like with women.
Will is at the top.
Yeah, I know. With women though, like when there's a breakup situation, we always upgrade. So if she got with I'm not talking shit about August Alsina, but like he just ain't, he ain't no Will Smith. So,
who's bigger than Will Smith?
The Rock, maybe.
The Rock, come on now, he likes white women.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, shout out to my boy, man.
I love him.
Shout out to my boy, man. But he gonna look at Jada like, hey, I don't need that type of drama, and we don't need to have the same haircut.
She got so much drama. Like, what man is even gonna take her serious now? Like, you done all this stuff. Yo, nigga got up and slapped someone at the Oscars. Like, I wouldn't even condone that kind of violence, and I'm down for violence sometimes. Some people be deserving to get slapped and shit. But like at the Oscars, I don't like public displays of like
violence.
Yeah, no,
I'm not with
why
that.
are you doing that?
And I didn't like that it was a black man who did it to another black man at the Oscars. At the Oscars, they already calling us all types of animals.
They already had so much to say. So now you're like edging it on, making it worse.
The only thing that would have made it worse is if he slapped a white man. That's the only thing. If he slapped a white man, like I couldn't even defend it. I'd be like, yeah, your wife should dump on you.
You crazy
Like you're a
for
bum.
that. But I mean, some people might have deserved it, but
Yeah.
don't do that. And at the Oscars,
That's
at the
crazy.
Oscars,
That's
that's
crazy.
really crazy.
That's crazy.
So
the amount of security you have to go through to get to the Oscars,
Yeah.
and then they just let Chris Rock get slapped in the face is crazy. I
that's
did
so
security for the Oscars before. They got shooters like in the mountains.
Oh, shit,
like
I didn't know
it's
that.
like presidential stuff. Because in the
Wow.
room you have billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars in one room.
In one room.
So they be protecting you for real.
For real. I believe that. So I don't know any of that kind of stuff. I'm not famous, and I don't argue in public with people. That is a no. I don't care how much you piss me off or how much I might have pissed you off, which I don't do that public.
You never piss nobody off ever.
I definitely piss people off,
okay.
but it ain't gonna be no swinging it like at the restaurant or wherever we're at.
Yeah,
like,
it's nuts.
nuts.
It's nuts. Jada, man. Jada's embarrassing. Especially, she is.
Let's talk about that. So now she's saying Tupac has alopecia.
Tupac had alopecia. I think she's fighting for everybody to look like her.
Oh my God. She is G.I. Jane. Like I'm defending what Chris Rock said now.
I don't understand that, especially with the Tupac posts, the Tupac videos, the writing the letter.
Dead.
He's dead. But then she also came around and said we didn't have that kind of chemistry.
Let him rest in peace.
But then Tupac proposed to me.
Oh my
what?
God.
What
I
are
feel
you
like
talking
she's
about?
even lying on him. Like, bro, we don't even know. Like, let the man rest in peace. Where you gonna go bang his dead body?
Well, what I think she does is she segments out the things that she has with Tupac for her next cycle.
Oh,
so
God.
she's like, all right,
what's
I'm
she
going to put a
about to
book
say
out next year. Let me save this postcard. Let me save this poem for that cycle. And then 4 years from now, I'm going to put out, you know what I mean, a video. I'm going to put out a movie or something, a TV show. Before that one starts, I'm going to put out the fact that, Tupac, one time he went down on me, whatever. And then, but I ain't like him like that. Nah, I ain't like him like that.
So with these letters, was this why he was like in jail or something?
Yeah, he wrote a letter. He wrote a letter while in jail.
Man, niggas in jail gonna say anything. She's
Literally.
dumb for believing it.
Yeah.
She's dumb for buying it. I'm sorry. We're done talking about her because, like, the fact you buying what a jailbird has to say to you. That's what you doing? All these men, all these free men, they gonna tell you anything. He probably had mad wives, mad girlfriends that supporting him. She probably so much of a pig Misha. She might have been sending this nigga, putting money on his books and all this stuff. Okay, girl.
I hope I never fall crazy for a high cheekbone woman like Jada Pinkett. I'm not gonna lie to you, she's the most embarrassing figure in our culture. And we have trouble wanting to marry people anyways.
Right.
And we look at all these relationships like, oh, maybe we want to be like that. When J. Cole said, I want that Jada and Will love, he done ruined the whole relationship. Everything is destroyed.
Yeah.
Jada has to stop, but she won't.
But she needs to, because she's making herself, she's going to dig herself into a hole the more she's saying. Because, like, she's always talking about this dead man. Like, Tupac was such a great artist, and I feel like she's defaming him by saying, like, all these things. And it's just like, if you're so in love with him, fucking go get in the grave with him. Like, how far are you going to go with this? Like, you're going to go bang his dead body? Like, what? Let him rest in peace. Like, why are you still talking about these years and years later? Y'all didn't get together. He didn't marry you. Like, stop holding on to this fucking fake delusion. Like, it's crazy now. No.
Jada said that she used to sell drugs. What you think?
Yeah, right. What, she sold one dime bag? You're not a drug dealer. You're delusional. Stop trying to make yourself out be some badass that you're not. There's bitches that really do that. You're not them.
Is it because she has cheek filler?
Maybe she just like, honestly, like, I had so much respect for her as an artist. Like, she's a great actress. But, like, now you're, like, saying all these things, and you're just saying it to try to, like, ooh, I need to stay relevant. I need to stay popular. What can I say next? Oh, I used to sell drugs. I used to sell my pussy. Like, what are you gonna, like, what else did you do? What else did you do? You was hitting Figueroa? You was hitting the block? Is that up next? Because, like, I feel like the more crazy stuff you say, like, America loves people who are involved in crime. Like, there's so many shows, First 48, Cops, all this stuff. Americans love it. So, like, maybe she's capitalizing on that. Like, oh, I was a gambler. I shoot dice. I sell drugs. I sell my body. Like, girl, you're not that girl. You went to a performing arts like school. Like, just be who you are. Be you. Love who you are.
I feel like they should have told Tupac that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to Jada, my final thought on it is, I feel like she's one of those new age women who's older, but brought that new age thinking from 20 years ago of like, yeah, we're not getting a divorce because our souls and our ties, but we won't, and we're family, and using all these little words to like, look, if y'all don't want to be together anymore, and if you're announcing it, just get divorced, then just keep it pushing. Right. There's no real point in telling us that you're still married, but you're not married, but you're kind of married, but like you're surprised when you use the word wife. Like, you're his wife still legally on paper. Yes, he might be at the house messing around with the girl from the Trauma movie, the Focus movie, which. Hey, man, shout out to Will, man. Shout out for that one. Man, like, give him a little round of applause. You know what I mean? And yes, you might be hanging out with August Alsina. Yes, Jaden might be off some shrooms somewhere. Oh, yes, your daughter's over there giving herself a buzz cut.
Because now, like, the kid, they have kids that are involved in the situation, and they're watching their mom, like, sling the dad through the mud.
The kids know what the deal is, though. Because the kids are also thirsty for attention.
You think so?
When you look at Jaden Smith and you
he's a really nice guy.
Man, shout out to Jaden Smith. But when you look at him, you could tell he's thirsty for attention. He like looks weird. He wears Batman outfits. He puts like these weird grills in his mouth. Yeah. I mean, he's thirsty for attention. The daughter thirsty for attention. The entire family is it's a Hollywood family.
Look at me.
You know, that's just craving for attention. They just want it injected into their veins. Right. So yeah, the kids are like, yeah, mom, that's a good idea. Go out there and tell them about how we used to write Pac letters, but we never knew him. Right. Like, it's just weird. Right. It's weird. But the whole family's into it. Jay didn't even pull her 25-year-old looking mother into the whole situation of them just being this family that's craving for attention. You also have to remember too, Jada's show got canceled on Facebook. Red Table Talk.
It got canceled.
It got cable. Well, because Facebook ain't making no money off of it. So yeah, their show got canceled. Now she's shopping the show. So yeah, she's trying to like, I'm culturally relevant. I'm culturally relevant. I'm about to put a book out.
About to be like, hey, we have threesomes at the house with our pets. Like, it's so crazy. Like, girl, like you're literally, it's just sounding like repulsive now.
Shout out Jada, man. I knew something was wrong with her when she said her name was Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, why you say that?
Because she should have just taken his last name. Yeah.
No, she had to still have that power.
Yeah. Because we know that she didn't want to be married to him in the first place. Ooh. Imagine now. She said it. She was like, I wasn't.
That's right.
Yeah, she was like, I didn't want to be. Nah, she said she wasn't like, she didn't think she was going to be a married woman. And yeah, she just married him, but like, whatever. It was one of her old interviews for Clout. And yeah, she was like, I didn't really want to get married to him. She talked about how she cried at the wedding day because it was not what she wanted, but Will wanted so badly to be married. All of that. You remember that?
She's been airing this nigga out forever.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And Will made her.
Right. Damn.
I know she was working before that, but Will made her.
Yeah. Because he is the one.
He's the one.
Yeah.
Somehow, but don't let me get started with that.